Okay, there we go. Let's get that out of the way. All right. So this is not comfortable at all. So we're here with the 30-gallon tank that sits underneath where Carrot is, because that was the angelfish breeding tank. Oh, what? 2, 3 weeks ago before I had to turn it into a quarantine tank. But now we're here. We've got this 30-gallon tank. I'm going to move some corydoras into in a couple of weeks to get them breeding. So I'll be using the biostratum plant from Fluval. Got that, and the one that's good for shrimp. What's this one? Delicate root systems. For delicate root systems, and the ones that are good for shrimp, we're just gonna throw some stuff in here. Now I don't know how to see the chat on here. How do I see anything on this? All messages. Okay, I don't know how to see my own chat. So that's fun. Do, 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 do. And I think I can be heard? I don't know. What's this button do? Okay, that's not what I need. What's this one do? That turns off my camera. What does that do? That gives me a sticker, countdown, Q&A. Okay, and I guess that's going to turn off the microphone. Don't need that. That's off. Okay, good. No, no, we don't need any of these. Okay. Okay, so I don't actually know how to work this or see my chat, which is not what I want to do. All messages. Yeah, translate. Translate the messages. Okay. I don't know where my chat's at on the YouTube mobile. That's awesome. All right, well, I'll just keep going. Then we got sand. That's gonna cap off our bottom here. No, I'm not rinsing anything. Rinsing's for the week. I want to get this started, get it going, because I need to do some other stuff down here. And I've been dying to do this for a couple days. Well, we're just gonna cut it open the bag. And then we're just gonna dump. Dump one bag. We'll clean it up after. It's not a problem. By after, I mean probably tomorrow. Because why would I do anything else? Okay. And another one. You know what I did forget? Was my tools to flatten all this out. And I might need a third bag. I don't need a thick layer of this, so it should be enough once I move all of this around. There we go, just like that. Every nook and cranny. There, bring you guys over and take a look. There, right there, you can see every nook and cranny is covered. How does this look if I bring you guys closer? Get down. There we go. Here's where you'll be able to start really seeing what's going on once I get the white in there. Now you're probably wondering, like I'm wondering, how am I going to get this up back on this stand? Trust me, I've been trying to figure that out all day. But we're going to find out. Now we want to do the sand. The corydoras really like a nice, soft, thick layer of sand. So I might have to grab another bag. I'm hoping I don't. I'm just going to pour and see how far we get. So try to smooth some of this down, make it a nice even layer. We do kind of want a little bit hilly, get some variation in the tank there. Hills, mountains, and whatnot are always good. Now I pour this one in. This one's a lot of a thicker sand. Yeah, this is the sand I'm used to using. So much thicker sand. Hopefully it gives a nice, good variation for the corydoras. Dump it all in here. Tap that around. And smooth out a bit. Just like that. Now I'm planning on having the filter right here. When they do what they do in the other tank, they'll hide underneath the filter all the time. I'm hoping that without having any of the angelfish in this tank, once they're used to the tank, they will come out much more, but they're not sharing resources. There we go. Let's make this layer here. Nice desert sandy. Build back here a bit. White sand. We're putting filter. It's going to go right there, just like that. Perfect. Oh, we got some chats. See, someone got it. We're building a fish tank here. Okay. Go. Just going along nice and easy like. I can finally see my chat. There we go. Dust off some of that. Here's the base for my sponge filter. Sponge filter has been soaking for a couple of days. So I'm just gonna bring that in like that. Bury it a little bit. I think that might be enough room. It might not be. Now I'm gonna go grab it. Maybe I should have tried to open this bucket before I was dreaming. This sponge filter has been sitting in some dirty water for the last 2 days. By dirty water, I mean water I was getting from a water change. Now we're gonna put the lid on. Close that. Now for the best part. We're gonna take this airline here, just there, bring it around through, so I'm ready. Looks like the right one here. I do, good. Bring it through. Right like that. And attach. And attach. Then I need to find where I put the heater. Should just be back here. We're just going to put it in. I'm going to place it in horizontally near the bottom of the tank. It. So I had one full in the sand and the 55-gallon in a glass. Okay, now that's all there. I have this I'm putting in the heater on. Putting in this hide. And if you've seen the videos, was in the 55-gallon. I got it for corydoras, so I'm going to take this hide. I'm going to sit it here in the substrate. I'm just going to try to wet this a bit. Oop, we're going to use your tank there. Carrot. Just going to wet this down. Just like that. To bring that in, it should. Putting it in horizontally, I've had more issues with than not. Just like that. I'm going to grab some of the scubby grass. Find the rooting end. There is one on this. Seems like a top. It also seems like a top. Okay, we're going to break off a piece here. I'm going to try to bury this into the substrate. Very nice. Very easy. Let's see if I can have you guys see what I'm doing here. There we go. Okay, where is it? There it is. Bury that. And bury this. Just like that. Now, I just remembered I have something I should use while I'm doing this tank. Now, some people swear by these root tabs, but I'm not sold on them yet. Although, the one tank I have them in has really taken off. Now, I gotta go find one of the last things I really want to put in here. I'm gonna put in this wad here of Java moss. Should sit around, might float, might sink. And to come over to my little project. Where I've been growing plants out of water. So this should be fun. Bear witness. See about how some of this Monte Carlo decides to go when I plant it in here. I'm gonna bury another root here. Put it right here. There, and I'm gonna take this Monte Carlo base. All right. Bury it in the sand. hopefully that's enough to make the corydoras comfortable. Because I didn't go and buy any plants. I might end up moving one of the plants out of the 55-gallon and put it in here. But I'm hoping the guppy grass and the what's it called? The Monte Carlo take off with the root tabs. I'm gonna wipe off my hands and then we're gonna look at the tank. Here's where the fun part begins. Can I lift this tank out trapping my wires? It's on the shelf. Okay, we're on shelf. Yeah, there we go. We're just gonna push. There we go. That's what we want to see. Just like that. If I was really planning, I would have picked up some more Nubias and a few other things, but I have other plans for another tank I'm planning on doing. And I want that to have my next plant budget. This tank is just to get corydoras breeding in a few weeks. Have some babies. There we go. Yeah, just like that. Okay. Now for the next fun part. Why am I seeing all this crap here? How's everybody doing? We got 11 people in the stream. Only one like? Come on, guys. Hit some like buttons. Let's turn this light on. Spin you guys into the crap here. We're going down. Okay. Here's the back end. Oh, you're right in the way. Okay, there we go. Is that where we're going? No. Where are we? There we go. Tube. Tube. Tube's in the way. Okay, we're gonna put 52. Okay. Is that where I want you to see? There we go. There's our filter. Well, our air pump. Okay, now I'm gonna pinched it. Pull this out. Oh, I know. Go. Reconfigure that onto stand nice and flush. Now I know this is gonna go in here, but I can probably cut it a wee bit shorter because we're adding a couple pieces to it. First one is the backstop. I forgot the scissors. And the next is my airflow on and off connector. This is what I've done. This is tank number 15 down here now. I have done crap like this every few weeks because I can't get enough of doing this. I love putting these tanks together. I think the actual obsession is tank scaping. Having an idea in my brain or just coming up with it on the spot, mostly like I did tonight, then actually building the tank. Okay. I'm going to cut it here. Add this in, just like that. Nice and closed off. Then we're going to put this in here, which might actually quiet this down a little. Yeah, it does. There we go. Then all I need is about that much hose. I like to give a little bit of give, so it's not pulling. Then we're just going to seal up the circuit there. Okay. that tank is ready to be filled. Whew. Here's where the fun part comes, which I'll probably be ending stream here in a second. This took way less time than I thought it was going to do. But yeah, so I'm just going to hook up the RO unit and start filling this tank. Just going to set you guys up right there. Hopefully the stand keeps you holding. Oh, I untangled this necklace. Because nothing I do can ever be easy. There's nothing I can do. If I do, it can never just be easy. No, it's out. Should have enough here. Bring us around. And attach. All right, so now we just give it a second. Water starts pouring in on the air, on the sponge filter. And slowly, we'll start having the tank filled. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so that's it. That'll be all we see. I don't know if Carrot's going to come out. She's hiding back behind this tile here. It's her only hide I could give her. But she's in there. She's doing fine. Thanks, everybody, for coming out with this live stream. It's really appreciated. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.